Do, do, do. Hello, everyone. Hi. Good afternoon. When you're ready, you can turn on your camera so I know you guys here. you all right?
Hey, good afternoon, Ajahn Raj. Hey, oh,
Hi, how are you? Yes, please turn on your camera when you're ready. So we can start. Now I think we're about 8 minutes late already. So turn on your camera when you're ready so we can get started. Or you don't have any cameras at all. Hi, Joy. So how you doing? The animation from last events, can you make it? You can turn on your microphone. Yeah, I think your mic is mute, so I cannot hear you. Joy, Joy Lee.
sorry.
So have you done your animation from last time we met? Since the last time we
Yeah,
met. So do you have any problem or can you do everything all right?
yeah, it's good.
Okay, hi. Okay, one more. Okay. So, what's your name? Sewaraj, right? Sewarat. Can you hear me? Okay. You need to unmute your microphone first before you talking.
Okay, hi.
Hi. How are you? Have you met last time?
Yeah, yeah, I was here for the previous lesson.
All right. Okay. Good. So, do you guys can do that? Squat and stretch animation. To animate something across the screen. Okay. All right. So today we will move on. To have something else more. Um. So last time we create the objects within After Effects, right? So at this time, what we're going to do, we're going to import the image, from auto file. If you look at, okay, let me start sharing the screen. All right. Okay, I'm going to share the screen to you guys. Okay. Okay. So when you look at the screen right now, right? Okay. I'm going to start over again. So I'm going to close the project and don't save anything yet. All right. So this is default when you open up the screen, right? And last time we create a new composition, you know, and then this time, right? We're going to use another option. We're going to use a new composition from footage. Okay. So this means we already have some artwork, and on this particular artwork, I'm going to to give you this artwork so you can download it from your um, previous class. Here, if you look at the Google Classroom introduction to animation, right, you're going to see the file called demoart.psd. Okay, demoart.psd right there. Okay. So when you click to download it, right? So it's going to open this window, but there's no download button. So what you have to do, you have to click on this three dot here, and then you can look for open in new window. Okay, open in new window, And then when you open in the new window, right, it's going to give you the option icon to download, next, the one next to the print icon. So you can click and download to your computer, right? So the file is the name is demo.art or demoart.psd. Okay. So you can hear me well, right? If you keep quiet, maybe sometime I thought, oh, my internet connection, maybe I got lost or something, right? So you can respond by raise your hand, or you can send me the like button, something like that. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So now let's take a look. Let's come back to After Effects here. After you finish, download the demo art.psd, right? So in this time, what we're going to do, we consider that PSD file, Photoshop file, as the footage. So now, instead of using new composition, right, we're going to open the new composition from footage, all right? And then you click on that button, and it's going to look for the file you want to open. And then I'm going to scroll down to the demo file. Yep, this one, demo art.psd. Okay, so you can see this file is a Photoshop file that I showed you last time that we met. And then when you open up, right, it's going to ask you a few questions. First of all, they're going to ask you, would you like to import as a footage? When you say import as a footage, right, it's going to mean you can import as the single layer, or you can choose layer that available in Photoshop, something like that, right? So that is first option. Second option, you can open as a composition, okay? And in the open as a composition, you have editable layer style and merge layer style to the footage. And then you have another option, is something called composition retain layers size. So we're going to use this option, composition retain layer size, and we want editable layer style, all right? And then we click OK. Now, what you can see, right? When you import the file over, you're going to see a few options here on your left hand. You're going to see demo art. If you double click on it, right, it's going to give you a list demo art with different layer, and all this layer, right, you can turn on and off by clicking at the eyes. See, like that. All right, so something like that. Okay, so now you have all the layer here available. What I like you to do, right, I like you to just remind yourself from last time that we met, and how many kind of animation transform we can do with your image, right? So in this case here, what we have the image from different software. So if you're familiar with something else, you can import the image from those applications into your After Effects project, and then you can animate it, right? Okay, now what I like you to do, right? Okay, let's try to to help me animate this animation. Okay, so this animation going to be how long, right? You can check here, composition setting, and this animation is going to be about 3 seconds. Okay, it's going to be about 3 second animation. That really short animation. All right. So what the first step that I like to do, right? I like you to help me to animate first we have to think about how would you like this image to be animated. All right. Okay. So let's do it together. So how would you like, you have to think about, decide how you like this image to be animated. So how should we animate this picture right here? Any idea? No idea? Right. Okay. So maybe I would try with something basic first, right? Let me try with the start top layer. Okay. So this one, right? Start top layer. And on this one, right? What I like to do, maybe I like to rotate it. Uh-huh. So I paste R. First I select the start top, and then I paste R, right? And then I rotate it. So now you see what happened? When I rotate this star, right? It seems like the star is rotating, off the center, right? Off the center. So what is the problem? What is the problem? If I want the star to rotate right on the center itself, right? So maybe I need to move the anchor point of the star, right? So I select the star top and then I press A on keyboard. And then I can, adjust the anchor point by changing the X and Y coordinate, right? But the problem is when I changing it, right, it's instead of moving anchor point, instead it's moving the star, right? So I don't want to move the star. So I undo and then I press, I have another shortcut for you, the Y, right? So I press Y on the keyboard. And then when I press Y, you can see the cursor change. And then I can click that anchor point, right? Hold down my shift key and drag it to, to the center of the star itself, right? And then I try with another one, move the star down, make it right at the center. All right. Okay, so if you're not sure if it's center, you can press Control R to call up the ruler, right? And then you can drag the guide down, for example, like that. I can drag the guide from the ruler to the center, something like that, right? And then I click the star again, right? And I can zoom in by pressing spacebar and I can press command spacebar, right, to zoom in. Right. Let's see if I can zoom in. No, okay, doesn't work. So I can use magnifying glass to zoom in and press alternate magnifying glass to zoom out, and then press Y again to come back to adjust that anchor point, right? Okay, now I adjust it precisely to the center of the star. All right, so it's look good. So now I move up to shoot another one, select that, and I can adjust that star. Uh, Adjust the anchor point to the center of the star. Okay, now I'm all set. So I go back to my selection tool or press V on the keyboard. Okay, so now I double click that, right? And then, oh, what happened? All right. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me zoom out. I can double click at the magnify glass to zoom out as well, or I can just go to the percentage and select fit screen right there. Okay, so now you can see, right? I adjust the anchor point on both, you know, of the shape, right? And then I can, okay, let's try. I'm going to rotate the first star, right? The first star right here. So in 3 minutes, I'm going first step, right? I have to activate the anchor point first, activate the stopwatch to create the keyframe. So that is the anchor point. Sorry, let me select this, and I want to do rotation. So I press R and activate the keyframe by clicking on the stopwatch, and then I move all the way to the end, right? And I want this star to rotate. Let's say one time. All right, rotate one time. Okay. And then I want the bottom star here to rotate as well. Press R, and then I want this star to, okay, at the beginning, click the keyframe, and at the end, I want this star to rotate 3 times. So that means the star on the bottom is going to rotate quicker. Okay, now let's take a look. All right. So now you can see this star rotate, rotating. The first one is rotate one round in 3 seconds. And the second one, right, rotate 3 rounds in 3 seconds. But the second one may be a bit too much. It doesn't look good. So I stop that, and then I adjust instead of 3 times, right? So I want to rotate only 1.5 times, okay? 1.5. So I can say one and with 180 degree, okay? So now let's rewind that and pray. All right, so now I can see this star rotate nicely, but maybe I don't want them to rotate that much. I want to rotate even slower. Okay, so maybe instead of okay, maybe I just do it slightly faster, maybe 190 degree. Okay, 1 round and 90 degree. Okay, so let's see. All right, so now you can see this star is rotating, right? But now what if I want the star to rotate? Okay, I want the first star to rotate first and then follow with the second star, right? Slower. And both of them I want to rotate only one round. Okay, one round. So I press 1x, right? And now look carefully. So if I want the first star to rotate first, right? The first star will rotate from the 0 time, right? And then the second star, I want to rotate maybe um, half second, okay? Half second after the first one. So I select the keyframe and then I move it to half second. So that means the first star is going to start animating right away. Second star will start animating 15 frames after, all right? Or half second after. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, both of them rotate at the same speed, right? All right. Okay. So maybe first second, maybe 15 frame a bit too slow, right? Maybe I want them to, to add instead of, instead of go out different time, right? Instead, so for the second star, I'm going to add keyframe assistant and tell them to slow out, slow out, right? And then when it's reached here, let them slow in, okay? Slow in or easy in, all right? Okay, now you can see both of them start at the same time and finish at the same time, right? And now you can see like that, right? And then on the first one, right, on the first star, I'm going to make opposite. So instead of slow out, I'm going to create the easy is. All right, okay, okay, I can, okay. Let me try opposite. You see what happened? I create slow in and then at the end here I create slow out, easy out. Okay, now you can see it's going to be acting opposite, but both will end at the same time. All right. So you can see this star is rotating more organics now, right? Okay, makes sense? Okay, any questions so far? Yes? Any question? No? All right. Okay,
No
first,
questions.
thank you. So I'm going to save this project, right? So we call class 2 demo. Class 2, okay. Class 2 demo. And then again, I'm going to save this project and give it to you guys via Google Classroom. You can check out the previous material, right? I update the Adobe After Effects file for you, as well as the result of the file, right? Okay, so I save that. And then, okay, and then one more thing, when you save this project file, right? Make sure your Photoshop file and your After Effects file located in the same folder. Otherwise, After Effects won't be able to find your Photoshop file because remember, in this case here, we import the Photoshop file into the After Effects. All right. Okay, so now we got rotation done, right? And what I like to do, right? Maybe the next one I like to do scaling. Okay, I like to do scaling. So let's start with the first one first. All right. So I want to scale, so I press S, right? And then activate the keyframe. And at the end, right? I'm going to start and add another keyframe, right? So the default one is at, 100%. So in the beginning, maybe I want it to be at the 0%. All right. So this means it's going to grow big in 3 seconds like that. See? And then on the second one, right? We're going to do opposite. Okay. We're going to do opposite. So on the second star, we're going to make a scale and then add keyframe and we want it 100%. And then at the end, right, we want to become 0%. So it will become very small, right? Okay, now let's take a look. So the animation will be look like that. All right. And then what else we can do, right? We can set the keyframe assistant to make it, more organic, right? Such as I can add the keyframe assistant here, and then I can, choose, let's see, keyframe assistant. In this time, I just go easy ease, all right, easy ease, and this one also easy ease. So you can see, what the difference. And okay, let's try that. Okay. So easy is kind of smart thinking, right? So it's automatically slow out and then slow in for you. So you don't have to think about easy in or easy out, something like that. Okay. And then what else should we add? Maybe we can add motion blur on that. Remember motion blur we did last week? So we can also add that, right, onto our image. So to make it more realistic, right, like that. Okay. And then what else we can do, right? We can add some text into that, all right? In case you want to add some text into this, okay? For example, if we like this animation already, right? Okay, we're going to add some text onto that. Okay, what kind of text do we want to add on here, right? Okay, let's go to the text tools, and maybe you type some wording on here. Okay, which word should I say? Welcome to Thailand or welcome to Chula? Which school you guys from in Singapore?
Republic Poly, RP.
Oh, what is that? Sorry, I could not catch it. Can you speak slowly, please?
We are from Republic Poly,
Oh,
so
Republic.
RP.
Okay. So you guys from the same school, all of you?
Yes.
Very good. And from the same class?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Can you see the text here? I think the text is too small, right? So we can adjust to make text bigger. All right. Okay. Welcome to Shura. Right. Okay. I have the text there. And of course, if you still remember title and action save area, right? If you don't want the text to be loose or not be able to read properly, so I better keep the text stay inside here, something like that. Okay. And then, all right. Okay, so this is the text. You could have some some effects for the text. Okay, for example, the software is called Adobe After Effects. So that means it's going to have a lot of effects for you, right? So now we're going to see, what kind of effect we can apply to your graphics, right? For example, we're going to go to the effects menu. Okay, where is the effects? And right here. So it's called effect and preset, right? And then when you look at it, right? Okay, let me move the menu out a bit, yeah, so you can see better. So on the effect and preset here, if you look at it, right, it's, it's going to have ton of effect for you, right? So in this case here, if you take a look on some of this, right, is grouping according to, to the style. So you can look for audio, video, and those kind of things, right? And you can also, look at the preset here. Okay. So in this case here, I look for the text effects, right? And I want the text to be animate in. Okay, text to animate in. And when I look on the animate in, oh, I have overwhelming of choice. I have so many things. I can give you a try how we apply to that, right? So what we do, we select that, we drag it, right? And we drop onto the text, something like that, all right? And then we preview it by press P. So that is what happened, right? But if you don't like it, right, what you can do, right? You can look at the text here and you can see the animator right there, right? So this is the option preset. So if you don't like, you can undo it, right? You can see the animator gone. So you can try with different effects. For example, like I can do the wipe to the center and see what happened. Okay, now let's play right there. So it's wipe to the center, something like that. So maybe wipe to the center is not so bad, you know. Okay, so I take it and then what else I like to do? Maybe I apply the animate out. Okay, so I choose on the animate out and then look at how should I animate out. Maybe I do it fade out slow. Okay, right. So you see what happened? So that is fade out slow, right? Okay. So maybe I like the first one better. So I undo and now yeah, we have come back to fade in. Yeah. Okay. So how do we modify this effect, you know? For example, when the effect is just approached like that, right? If we want to make it a bit longer, how do we edit it? For example, right now it's few full in like in about 12 frames, something like that. So if I want to modify it, right, I go to animator and then expand it. So when you expand it, right, you will see a range of selection and you see what happened. You're going to see the start and the end right now. Okay. So you can modify by adjusting the keyframe to make it longer like that. See? So now you can see, you can even add a slow in and slow out for it. So I can add the keyframe assistant and slow in, right? And this one as well, keyframe assistant, slow in, and this one slow out, slow out. Okay, now you can see what happened to the text. See? So now you can see the text is more natural looking. More natural looking. Something like that. All right. Okay. And let's see. Okay, just a moment. So what is missing in your opinion? What is missing in your opinion? After you finish your animation, right? What is missing? It's so quiet, right? It's too quiet. I think we should add some sound onto that, right? Okay. So I have some sound for you. Okay. If you go to take a look at the Google Classroom, and when you look at the classroom material, and you look at the animated and sound here. Okay, let's take a look. So there's some sound here I have for you. It's called okay, let's download a happy sound, right? Okay, happy sound. So what the happy sound will feel like? Yeah, the happy sound. Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay, I'm going to download that. Open in the new window, and then you can hear the sound. Can you hear that? All right, and then we download it. Make sure when you download every file, right, you just keep it in the same folder of your project. Okay, so After Effects can import MP3 sound and can import, a web sound, whatever sound. Yeah. So now I have that MP3 there, right? And then where is the happy sound? Right here. Okay. So okay, happy sound. Where is it? Okay, right there. Happy sound. So what you can do, right? You can just drag the happy sound into your project for your project tab like that and release. So it will show up there, and then you can drop on your timeline like that, and then you can preview and play it. Sound good? Can you hear the sound? Hello, can you hear?
Yes, can you hear?
Yes.
Okay, so when you hear the sound, right? One thing you can do with the sound here, you want the sound to fade in, fade in. You don't want the sound to suddenly pop up unless you're intentionally to have the sound, suddenly pop up. So if you want the sound to fade in smoothly, so you can add, a keyframe to the sound level, and then you want to properly to sound to be completely loud at the word when the word is finished, right? So you add another keyframe, and then you want the sound to be play until almost to the end, right? And then I add another keyframe there, and then at the end I want the sound to be fade away. All right, so now let's take a look at the sound. Right now the sound level is 0 decibel. Okay, so if I want to be less noise, on the sound, a bit less louder, um so I want to do okay, let's do -10. All right, and see what happened. Okay, maybe -50. See what happened. So now you can see the sound is fade in. And then I want the sound to fade out, maybe start from fade out from like the second, okay, and then start fade away. So I'm going to do minus 50. All right. Okay, now let's try. See? So now it can fade away. All right. And then so far so good, right? Okay. So let's save that. Okay. So what else should I do with this, right? I'm going to show you a lot of effects, and how to apply it. So we already applied the text effects, right? I can they have so many hundreds of effects you can try, but what I like to show you a bit here, maybe I like to show you something called let's see, I'm going to call CC simulation. Okay, and what I like to do, I like to apply a snow. Okay, apply a snowfall, okay, to your project. So I go to the simulation effects and then select snow, right? And then I select CC snowfall and drag it and drop onto the background, okay? I want this to apply the background. So I can drop directly to the background, or I can drop it to the background layer like that. Okay. And now if I look at my background layer, right? So you're going to see the effect show up there. Okay. And then, okay, let's see. You're not seeing anything yet, right? Okay, I do not see anything either, right? So nothing happening right now, okay? So what I like to take a look, right? I like to take a look at the snowfall effects. And let's see when I click on the effects, right? Okay, snowfall right here, okay? Or you can select the setting right there, okay? So now I do not see any effects at all. Okay. So what I like to see here, maybe I want to increase the size of the snow. Okay, you see when I increase the size, can you see that? I can see a bit of snow there, right? But the opacity maybe is too low, huh? Maybe I want to make it greater. Can you see the snow now for my screen? A bit, right? Okay, let's see. Yeah. Maybe I can increase the size of the snow. Okay. Let's see the size of snow. Maybe I want it to be, oh, like that. Can you see the size now? But I think the snow is too much, right? Maybe I want it to little a bit less. Yeah, like that. So I adjust the flakes, right? And I increase the flake size maybe to 50. See what happens. No, I can do is only 15, not 50. And the amount of flake, not bad. And I seen depth. All right, the scene depth is okay. The speed. Okay, now let's try if I can see the snow. Can you see the snow is falling? All right. Okay, but the snow is falling maybe a bit, I want it to be a bit more windy. So I can increase the wind. Maybe right now it's 0, so maybe I make it about 5, and I want the variation of the wind to be like 5 as well. And let's see what happened. Okay, so now you can see it's more natural looking for the snow. All right. Okay, so right now, right, we have the snow, we have the animated tick effects, right, and then we can have a variation of the wind, right, and maybe I can have some spread that. Right now it's spread about 15. Let me do it twice. Let's do it 30, and you see what happening. Okay, so now we got these effects going on, and you can mix with the, if you look at it, right, you're going to see a lot of effects here. You have a ball action, bubble, drizzling, hair, mercury particle. You can add some rain, some star, or something more. So it depends on your context, how you like to animate this. So this is something that maybe I like you to try it, because when you're doing animation, it's not only doing thing, right, by watching. You could also give a try. Uh-huh. So, any of you do not have, okay, let me stop sharing right now. Let's see, stop sharing. So I save this, right? And I'm going to remind you how to export again, right? So in this case here, I'm going to go to File and then go to Export. Okay, select that. Select the timelines, and then go to export Adobe Media Encoder Queue. So now let's export. So it's calling Adobe Media Encoder up, right? Like I say, it takes some time to calling up, and it's automatic everything for you. So while we waiting, right? Do you guys have any question? When you plan to Do you know when you plan to finish your animation? Not sure, right? How long will you be here, until January or until April?
January.
Oh, until January. So this means your animation must complete soon, right? Maybe in the month or something, right? Okay.
I guess so.
Yes. Okay. So maybe next week. Okay. Now it's pop up right there. You see, it's pop up right there. So what I like to show you here, right? I like to click on that, and then. So would you like the session to be like 1 hour at the time or 2 hour at the time? I think the first week is 1 hour is good, right? But maybe the second week it's just sorry, the first week is 2 hour because we spend a lot of time, on the introduction. But for the second week, maybe I will let you work on that, and I will help you take a look. Is that better?
Yes, can.
All
I
right.
like that flag.
Okay, so now when you look at this, right, Adobe Media Encoder preview, It's going to give you a 3 MB file right here. Okay. And then I click OK. And then I'm going to export that, right? So, oh, be careful. Make sure where you want to export it. So in this case here, I'm going to export to my root directory. Okay. Demo art sg2. Okay. So now I rename the export file and then I press play. Okay, so now it's exporting 3-second animation. This time is with sound. Okay. All right. Okay, so now it's done. So I can close this. I can close Adobe Media Encoder. And then I can open up the file. And you can take a look at where the file that export right here, MP4. That's it. What do you think? Look good?
Good. Very nice.
Okay. All right. Could you try that so I can help you if you have a trouble with? All right. Okay, let's try that. Okay, let me stop the screen sharing. And yes, any of you do not have After Effects on your computer?
11 students don't have After Effects.
You don't have?
11 students. I don't have.
Okay. And anyone have? Raise your hand, please. All right, good. So maybe the one who don't have, are you guys stay together? It looks like you stay together.
Yes, yeah, yes.
All right. So if you stay together, right, maybe you can help together, to do that. And, and share the screen to me so I can help you take a look.
So do you do now?
Yes, you can do it now. Can you?
Okay.
Are you busy
Yeah.
or do you have to
No,
do something else?
no.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You can do it now so I can, if you have a trouble or you have question, you can ask me right away because it seems like you don't have much time, a lot of time to do it. So I just want to make sure you can animate some story happening. All right. And you also can submit that animation, to the Google Classroom if you not finish it right away. But I would like you to start, you can also show me your previous ball that you doing, from last time we met. So you guys in the dormitory right now,
No.
in the school.
Yes.
Ah, you in the school, huh? So you have a computer class in the school? No? Okay.
Our office.
Oh, a lot of people.
Oi. Taruh ke depan. Ke taruh muka kau.
Okay,
Hello.
yeah, hi. Yes. So is that Ajahn allowed? Someone named Tian, right? Is writing in Thai. Tian, who is named Si Tian, right? Si Tian. Okay, I think you can try. Hi, Si Tian. So you can try animate something. Yeah. all the file and the material, right? I already give it to you on the Google Classroom. You can try it out. I just want to see if you can do it. Yes. Hi.
How do you do the text?
The sound is a bit echo. Can you repeat again, Joy?
How do you do the text?
How do you do the text, right? Okay. Let me share the screen for you. Uh, okay, let me share the screen a bit. Yeah. Okay, where is my sharing screen? Okay, let's try. Okay. All right. Okay. So how do we add the text, right? First of all, you can go to you can, right now I already have one text layer, right? Welcome to Chula. So if you want to add more text, right? For example, you can go to the text tool right here, or you can type Control T, right? Control T, or you just come here and click on the text tool, and then where you like your text will be, right? Maybe you want to text somewhere here, you can drag your text across like that, okay, like that, and then you can start typing. You know, you can start typing maybe um, Thailand, okay, something like that, and then you can change the font, by clicking on the right hand here. So you can see the character window show up. And then if you like to change the font, you can use double click on it and choose arrow up or arrow down, right? So it's going to scroll down, all the font available on your computer, you know. So you can check out, what the font look like, and, how the font will be, something like you want to apply. I think, yeah. Okay, let's see. So now I just scroll all the way, through what I have. in my computer. Yeah, but I think it look mostly doesn't look good. So let's see. Okay, so maybe I'm going to stick with the sans serif since the word welcome to Chula is serif font. So serif font is like, the one with curve, and sans serif is the one without curve. So in this one, I'm going to use Arial, and then I'm going to use the Arial board, right? And then I want the font to be aligned center. So I go to paragraph, select center, right? Joy, can you follow? Right? And then I can even change the color font, by clicking on this one, and then I can pick different color. So I can just go to, let's see, maybe I can use a really yellow, super yellow color, and really saturated bright color, right? And maybe I want the font to be a bit bigger, like that, right? And then I can make, what else I can do with this, right? I can do with a lot of, okay, I can, select some font style. Okay, so maybe I select text here, and I can select, let's see, animated preset, and I can select the text in the animated preset, and maybe I can use some of the effects like expression. Okay, let's expression to be, okay, maybe I can do a spin. Let's try the spin. Blooming flower. Okay, let's see what happened. Blooming flower effects. Okay, let's take a look here and let's play. Okay, I think the blooming flower doesn't look good. Let me undo that. Okay, maybe I can use a spin in, a spiral in. Let's see, or spin fast. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see, spin fast. But okay, I think spin fast is still not fast enough because our animation is only 3 seconds, right? So I guess maybe we need to do some, something else. Yeah. So anyway, you got the idea, right? How do we create the font, something like that, right? Okay. Let me move in here. And
My text have any
sorry, could you say again?
my textual animation like we don't have all transitions there.
I think the sound, the microphone in your room is a bit echo. Could you type on the chat box instead so I can read that? Yeah, I think you guys have a problem with the sound. Can you hear me well though? Okay, let me stop sharing a bit. Yeah. All right. Okay, let me look at the chat box. We don't have text transition animation. I see. You don't have text transition animation, right? Okay, let's take a look. It's supposed to be in effect and preset folder. Do you have that? Effect and preset window. Do you have that? Yeah, you found it, right? Okay, good. Perfect. Okay, if you have question, feel free to ask. Yeah, I like to see your animation from last week too. If anyone, finish it, you can show me as well.
The animation.
Yeah, the animation that we discussed from the first week, the first class last time. Did you do it?
Oh, I animate the asset you gave us in the Google lah.
That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't finished. I just left with the text animation.
Oh, there are no animation text, but there's only number and time code. I see. Okay. So maybe some of your computer do not have all the assets, right? Okay, let me share the screen one more time so you can check out again, right? Okay, let's see. Normally it should be right here, okay, in the window, and you go to window, effect and preset, and then when you go window, effect and preset, yeah, it should show up like this. It should give you a lot of things, but I think some of you may not have all the effects here, right? You don't have animation preset, right? Do you? I think if you don't have, it's okay, never mind, but I'm sure you can type and you can animate something else in that, right? For example, okay, let me look at it. All right. Okay. It's not under text. All right. Okay. Oh, file it is under its own group called animation preset. All right. Okay. Yes, some of the version of Photoshop, After Effects may be different, But if you cannot find any animation at all, right? When you look at the word Thailand, right? Okay, let me change the color of this to be a very dark purple, like that. And then I can look at the Thailand here. You see, there is a lot of things you can do with here. Anything in the under the word, right? If you see the stopwatch, that means you can animate it. Okay, that means you can animate it. So you will have a lot of things you can play around with that. All right. Okay. Let's maybe do it with the simple first and see if you can master it. And all right. Okay. And then next time, right? I like you to okay. Before we finish this, I want to see your animation first. Make sure you can do it, because otherwise, you won't be able to animate. Uh-huh. So let's finish it first. Take your time. So you guys always all wear the same shirt. That is shirt from your school.
Oh no, this is not our school shirt. It's just a uniform Ajak Kun gave us.
Oh, okay. It's a uniform.
Yes, it's a uniform. So now we animate lah. We try ourselves.
Wow, it looks like you guys tag team working hard, huh? Are you going to be at the school on Friday? Are you going to be at the Chula on Friday?
No, sir.
All right, that's fine. I think the microphone is a bit very bad echo. Oh, nice. Thank you. I can see the surround room, the whole room. Okay, while I'm waiting, right, I'm going to make a snow gone crazy, make it very windy. How's it going?
How do we solve this?
You can share the screen to show me first, right? In case if we need to improve something. Are you just do it individually or you working as a group?
Alone.
All right. Okay. So Joy, you can share the screen to show me. Yeah, I can take a look for you. When you share the screen, right, you can select the screen that you like to share, not the window. You want to share the whole screen, not the window. Can you find? It's showing only your Google Classroom window. When you click sharing the screen, right, on the bottom, right, you can select the whole screen. Oh, all right. Okay, very nice. Uh-huh. All right, very good. So, if you, I think it's quite easy, right? When you're working on that. All right, look good. Okay, so what you can submit it to the you can submit it to Google Classroom if you like. And if you look at the Google Classroom, okay, let me share the screen for you. It's a bit of homework until we met again next time, right? What I like you to I like what I like everyone to think about it. The hard part is not a technique. Okay, the hard part of animation is not a technique. The hard part is your imagination. How you're going to imagine it, how your imagination is a key of your success on your animation. Okay, so you have to think and dream about, maybe think is not enough. You have to dream about your, how would you like your animation will be. Okay, so what I give it to you, right, on Google Classroom. Okay, let me share the screen for you. I think, okay, let's take a look at the screen. Just a moment. So when you look at the screen right now, right, you're going to see the file that I think I give it to you on Google Classroom. Okay, let me go to Google Classroom again. Right.
Share screen.
Yeah, if you look at the material, right, on the class material here, this is something you will need to work on, this picture right there. So if you click on this picture, is a Thai music instrument. When you click on it, right, and then you go to open new window. Okay. So this is a PNG file. You can import this file into After Effects. Okay, you can import this file into After Effects. So this is the story that you guys will have to think about. You have to think about how you like to animate the story, this story. So after you master the basic animation in After Effects already, uh-huh. So next time we're going to meet, right? I'm going to ask you, what you dream about this instrument, and how would you like to animate it, right? And we will, come up with the idea of the animation for that. Okay, sound good? So when would you like to meet next time? When will you be available next time?
Next week,
Yeah, what day? Monday or Wednesday?
anyway, we checking our schedule.
Sorry? Could you say again, Hani?
We are checking our schedule.
All right. You're not sure about your schedule, right?
No.
All right. That's okay. You can let me know on the chat box. It's fine, right? So your homework is to dream about how you're going to animate the scene with the knowledge that you know right now, about transformation, opacity, scale, rotation, how you're going to create the story about the music instrument from that articulation. Okay. So I think the thinking process maybe you is require a lot, So is any of you read the book that I give you?
Yeah, I think Sophia read.
All right. Okay, you read that, huh? Very good. All right. Okay. So if you don't have any question, right? We're going to meet next time. Please let me know when you like to meet. And next time we're going to pray with the character, the file that I give it to you, on the class material, right? And don't forget to submit your first assignment and the second assignment. The second assignment is the one that you did today, okay? The one that you did today is not necessary to make it exactly what I did, right? You can play aloud with that. I want you to explore with the effects and the preset. You don't need to make a snow. You can make a rain if you want. You can make a sunrise, sunset, and you can make a star, something like that. Are you okay, Joy? Okay, good. All right. So if you don't have any question else, the class will be 1 hour at the time. So that means next week we're going to meet right next time. So it's going to be another 1 hour. Okay. And I think if we can meet like twice a week, so I think you can finish your work right in time to make some interesting animating story book or something. Okay. All right. So do you have any question?
No question, but Sophia would like to show her work.
Sure.
Is that possible?
Yes,
Okay,
please.
can? All right.
All right. Sophia, could you share the screen, please?
Okay, wait.
I think we're just gonna show right?
How to show?
Just share.
Yeah, you can share the whole screen. Yep.
Okay, I share whole screen.
I saw Sophia's screen now. Yep.
Yeah, this one.
Okay. 11. Yeah. All right. All right.
You do better, sir.
That's nice. Yeah, but Sophia, you haven't made the rain or the snow fall yet, right?
Yeah, no snowfall, money fall later.
All right. So you can adjust the number, the size of it, experiment with that. Or maybe you can turn the whole thing upside down, instead of snowfall, you can make the snow rising.
Snow rising.
Yes.
That's smart.
And you can change the color of the snow, instead of the
Yes.
white, you want to be a goal rising, something like that.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah. So what I like you to see, right? Maybe you can adjust, maybe make it like 5 second animation or 10 second animation, not 3 second.
Yeah.
So you can play
Can.
allow more. All right. Okay.
All right.
So you
Thank-
can play allow with that until we meet again. So I'm going to put as an assignment too. So you can submit this one onto the assignment too. Sound good?
Can.
All right. Okay. Thank you. See
Okay.
you next
All I
time.
do.
Yeah. Let me know when you want to meet next time. Bye. Bye. See you.
Take care.
Oh, by the way, I upload the video clip, of each time to the classroom as well. Okay?
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
thank you. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye.
Oh, this is the video.